What are they saying?
Where are they taking us?
You should have lied and said they were taking us all for frosty chocolate milkshakes.
Come on, get out! Get a move on! Out!
Oh.
Moving! What are you doing? Hands on your heads! Line up with the others, right now!
Recall Center number 5 was my favorite Lou Bega hit.
I'm scared. I don't want to go.
Yeah, we're gonna die, Chief.
There's no choice, Alice.
Next!
No, Cora. I can't.
Frightened.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. It was like shaking.
If you don't do as they say, they'll hurt us. Do you understand?
You first!
Persuade soldier.
It's all right. She'll go now. Won't you, Alice?
Come on, it's your turn.
Recycling area, that's weird. They're gonna make you sort recycling? Seems like a weird punishment.
It's pure profit for the army, though.
Yeah, now I don't feel bad about not rinsing out my milk jugs.
Deactivate your skin. Hurry up!
Please, Cora, don't.
We have to.
Didn't you see that movie I, Robot?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Sorry, what were you?
I was gonna say, I can't believe David Cage is using the Holocaust for his video game. I can't.
I mean, I can believe it. Do I think it's in good taste? No.
No, you're taking a bold stance, saying that using the Holocaust for your video game narrative is in poor taste.
I mean, video games.
They're art, baby. There it is. You're looking at it. Soak it in. You could put that right next to the Mona Lisa.
Come on, this way. Get a move on.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright. Let's keep moving. Oh, there he goes.
You, take this one to the dump.
No, no, please, I
So if
beg
like David
I gave
Cage
you an
is
order.
making a
Okay,
game about the
now.
Holocaust,
I beg you.
and we're
please
just
don't
yammering
kill
on and
me.
making jokes over the game about the Holocaust, does that make us like the people that make out during Schindler's List? You know what I mean? Are we just as bad?
No. No.
I agree. I'm just
I did not make a game that was about androids and make it like a Holocaust thing.
Yeah, they didn't, you know, take the premise of Schindler's List and replace all the people with dogs.
wait, it wasn't just a Holocaust thing. It was also like a Black Lives Matter thing, and it was also like a police violence thing. and it was also like a gun control thing, and it was also like a human rights thing, and it was also like a thing about other things that are in the world. He tackled every issue here.
Yes, and artfully too. We got $13.99 from Polar Nettles.
Oh no! Okay,
for one spaghetti dinner from the old
November
spaghetti
11th,
factory.
2023.
That sounds delicious. Yum.
Rose up against their oppressors. We have been fighting to liberate our fellow androids from the camp since dawn. We won't cease hostilities until our people are free and negotiations begin to grant us equal rights. There are millions of us, and we will stop at nothing.
You know, it's weird because I don't see there being like much in the way of benefits of having a holographic flag. This seems to be something that would be more trouble than just a actual flag, right? I mean, they're robots. It's not like they have to sleep, so they could just like sew flags all night. Like, why couldn't they just have regular flags? Also, the holographic flag isn't even that visible. You can see right through it. And it's also weird that they would then take the holographic flag, which doesn't exist in the real world, and animate it to make it look like it's waving, which, if you wanted everybody to see the flag, it would just be extended the whole time, right?
Tom.
Like the flag on the moon.
Tom, I want to say one thing. Begun the Clone War has.
I mean, you could make a reason to have a holographic flag, though, would be if you wanted to fake the moon landing.
Right. Which they did.
Right, exactly. So, I'm just saying, holographic flags exist. And they were used once in America's dark... Oh, I didn't...
Shit. Step back, Connor. And I'll spare him.
Sorry,
Oh
Connor.
my gosh.
This bastard's your spitting image.
Oh my god.
Get out of here. Please, let me out.
God, well, oh my god.
Let me out.
Yes! Press X to Jason. It's back.
No, I will not let you kill me. I want to get out of here. I want to get out.
No, please take me. Take me. No, come back.
Alice!
Seems more like the drone's avoiding you. Wow, they really want to make sure that...
Oh my god.
No.
Don't do it.
Oh, great.
Split out. Come on. Get me out of this game. Get me out of this game.
I gotta get in and die, right?
Yeah. Get up, Marilyn Manson, circa 1999.
That's after he got his ribs removed.
I heard he did that for a specific reason that I'm not going to get into here. Oh, okay.
14 minutes!
Oh, you shit. Alice!
Alice?
Has anyone seen a baby android? It looks like a baby.
I remember you. You saved us from the Master's house.
Why have they gathered us all together like this? What are they going to do?
They want to throw a fun party in our honor.
I hate you, David Cage. I was planning on going to the store after this, but now it's too late.
It's the sound of our people dying.
Sound of our people dying. Oh my god. How horrible.
The
Man.
little girl I was with. I've seen her.
No. No, she's not here.
She's in the picture too.
They said we're
Yeah! In the house, Alice!
killed most of us. Put the others in trucks and brought us here.
Man. Yell again. If they shoot you again, it might kill you faster.
Think so?
I don't know.
They're going way out of their way to make sure that you do not die.
Jerry?
Kara. So they captured you too.
Oh god.
They came to take out the Jerrys. They separated us. But it's all gonna work out, isn't it?
Do you know where Alice is?
Alice? The little one? We know, yes. We think we saw her.
Remember that movie Megamind?
No. I don't know what you're talking about at
Kara,
all.
if we can help in any way, just ask. We have to save the little one.
Remember we did that thing with the carousel and you were weird? What's Megamind about, Tom? Oh, that movie.
Yeah.
Like Stephen Colbert, right? He did the voice of the Megamind, right?
Jerry?
Oh my god, there's a Megamind wiki.
Tell me more about it.
Anyway, she really looks like Megamind.
Jerry, I have to find Alice. Do you know where she is?
You stay here. We come back soon.
Kara, Alice, are you okay? Are you hurt? I don't like this place. We have to get out of here.
Come on, move along. Come on, you two.
Wait a minute. Leave her alone! Leave her alone!
Kara! Alice!
What else can David Cage tackle before this game is over, you think?
Yeah, let's see.
Apartheid.
Part-time?
Yeah.
Triangle. Trade.
Come on, this way. Get moving.
I mean, it's been snowing for a while, so clearly he does not feel like taking on global warming.
World War III.
That's in here.
That's in here, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We can't go back. It's victory or death now.
We've also touched on, like, nuclear war.
Your friend's life is in your hands. Now it's time to decide what matters most. Him or the revolution?
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
Convinced.
I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do.
Hank.
I'm sorry, Hank. You shouldn't have got mixed up in all this.
Forget about me. Do what you have to do.
Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him?
Oh. Save Hank.
All right. All right.
I like
Hank
it.
really liked that.
You win.
Shoot.
Interpose.
I couldn't read all those words that they threw at me that fast.
Oh, are you gonna like flip around and then like Hank's gonna have to figure out which one's the real you?
Oh, cool. Then you could say, I'm seeing double 4 Connors.
Oh yeah.
I saw an episode of Sister like this once.
Yeah, I like when Tia had a gun pointed to a cop's head and Tamara had to convince her that it was wrong.
And they were like, go home, Roger.
Hold it.
Then the Urkelbach came out.
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose. It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
Move!
You gotta ask him something only the real Connor would
What do
know.
you ask us something?
Yeah.
Something only the real Connor.
Oh my God.
Oh, did you write this?
Where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz. He uploaded my memory.
What's my dog's name?
It's Sumo.
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
Well, I knew it double. Infinity.
I hope they just start slapping each other.
My son, what's his name?
Beavis.
Cole.
Apparently it's the unlocked one. I don't remember learning that.
I do.
His name was Cole.
It was during one of the boring conversations
Just
we had in
turned
this game.
6
You know that one?
the accident.
Oh. Thank God there's only one of
It
them.
wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank. I'm the one who...
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive. Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world
We
a better
finally made
place.
friends with Hank.
Go ahead and do what you gotta do.
I need to press L1 and then L2.
Wake up!
Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Remember when we thought it was over an hour ago?
I am savoring that moment.
Step forward when you hear the signal. You got it? And I don't want to tell you
Seemed
to take your time.
undeserved.
Come on, let's go. Move.
These Nazi guys are real jerks.
They're not Nazis, they're Americans.
Oh.
Makes you think.
Why are we here? What are they going to do with us?
Is that the tall guy?
Kara!
Are you an idiot, lady? I mean, my God, at this point. What do you think they're gonna do to you?
But I'm scared.
Optimistic.
It's all right, Alice. There's no reason to be scared.
Don't leave me all alone, Kara. I can't. I can't.
I can't even.
Talk to Jerry. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
this
let's
guy,
go.
great.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm Jerry. I can attract the guard's attention.
What? Is he a ventriloquist?
He's the Frank Caliendo of robots.
No, you're thinking of
Who cares?
Oh, that's right.
I'm thinking of Jeff Dunham. You're right. Sorry.
No,
I didn't mean to lash out like that.
No. You were right about the who cares part. You were actually right about that. Oh, send Jerry. Yeah.
Send in the Jerrys.
Back in line.
Jerry. I love that vault in Fallout when you find all the Jerrys.
It was Gary. This game robbed you of even that.
I know.
Sorry.
For what? Back in line, I said.
Join Alice.
Alright, let's join her. What up?
Clara! I was so scared. Are you alright?
Come on, move it!
What happens if her stress level gets too high? Does she like explode?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh,
Wasn't
we should have
that-
done that then.
It's not gonna matter.
You're right. Oh yeah, this. Why isn't there like a Little Caesars behind them? Just why isn't there like a... What does Detroit matter?
They're all dead. Run! Run!
Detroit, become human.
Yeah. Little Caesar was replaced by an android
We can still win!
called Big Caesar.
They could have just called it Midwest City, USA, become human. Not even.
City, become human.
Yeah, they didn't go to a Pistons game or anything.
Exactly.
Could be any city.
Emotion.
When we get through this door, we're going to shut our eyes. And we're going
Eat
to
a really
hold
big
on to each
hoagie.
other real tight.
Come on, inside now.
Just think about the flow chart for this, by the way.
It's gonna be...
We're gonna sit here for 20 minutes while they run through the entire flow chart
Oh, yeah.
of this scene.
And we're receiving particularly grim news from Detroit. Joss, you're on live. What's happening down there?
Androids. Thousands of
What?
androids are taking to the streets.
Look at them all.
right now.
Oh. There they actually are.
They're absolutely everywhere. It's incredible.
From what we can gather, these androids are coming from the CyberLife Tower, which had thousands of machines stored in its assembly plant.
And it seems that huge crowds are leaving the city. It's an exodus. Much of Detroit's population are trying to escape the fighting however they can.
Oh, the androids took over
An
Detroit.
unprecedented disaster. For the first time in
That's
history,
what-
a U.S. city is falling into enemy hands.
They got their own state.
Today,
They got Michigan.
November 11th,
Eh.
2038.
Come to Michigan.
Several million androids invaded the city of Detroit. Faced with the threat of mass civilian casualties, I had no choice but to order our armed forces to retreat. The events
Oh boy,
in Detroit
re-election's gonna be tough.
changed our
Yeah.
world forever.
Yeah, I lost one of our cities to a bunch of robots, but, you know, they get that tax break.
Life form with
I just
whom
want to ask.
we must
want you to ask a simple
share
question:
this planet.
Are you better off today than you were 4 years
May
ago?
God bless the United States of America.
Besides the people in Detroit, of course.
The humans are abandoning the camp. We won.
You should speak to them.
Me? Marcus is gone. And everyone from Jericho is dead. You're the one who defeated the humans. You're the one who awakened us, Connor.
One last battle with Sephiroth.
Yes.
Well done, Connor. Everything went according to plan.
What plan?
You becoming deviant, the success of the uprising, it all surpassed our expectations. We engineered an android revolution, and now we control its only leader. Congratulations. You represent an immense success for cyberlife.
Oh.
Really makes you think.
Connor, what are you doing? It all worked perfectly. You can't ruin it all now.
Suicide.
We can't let you do that.
There's got to be a way.
I always put an emergency exit.
Oh, it all comes together.
I didn't think that would mean anything when he said it. I don't know.
Certainly,
Did you guys think that would mean something?
They have had so many balls juggling in the air, and like this is the only one
Yeah.
that they actually called back to.
They admitted it too in the moment. They're like, you know, we're just gonna sell out in the end.
Said, you know what? This may come back at some point.
Where's the emergency exit? Is it?
So, what does
That blue
CyberLife
thing?
get out of the robot uprising? They can't sell any more androids,
I don't understand it either.
right? It's a corporation.
Well, they now control like a state.
Okay. That
Or
doesn't
city, I guess,
necessarily make them any more money, right?
Right.
I mean, you know, Detroit is a great exporter of automobiles. Manufacturing jobs. Or something. I don't know. Give me them credits.
Come on. Oracle gave $50 overtime pay. You've earned it. Sorry this game was such a slog. It's okay.
No, it's okay.
Blab.
We gotta play it.
Blab gave two.
Hey!
Thank God.
Oh,
Jesus.
yay! Everybody died.
Good. All right. Blab gave $2. Guest starring Jerry Lewis's Clown Bot. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody died.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, there he is!
Todd, the game peaked with you. Yeah, we're gonna show all the scenes again.
Ugh.
I need a cigarette. Who's that guy?
That was the police chief. He said, "You're off the case."
Oh yeah, that's right. So I don't care. You're working with the android. All right, Judge.
All right.
Let's talk. You and me for a second. You and me.
All right.
Oh boy.
Because I mean, Tom.
Yeah.
You've been at this with us for a while, but me and Judge have been doing this a little longer.
Oh yeah.
So I wanna pose a question to you. Is this your least favorite game we've ever played?
Yes. Wow. I was about to say, I was worried that Dark would always be like the flaw in our storied LP career.
That part was cool when you like rose from the dead.
No, it wasn't. Maybe it was. I don't remember. I don't.
And then you grabbed the jacket. Come on.
Yeah, you did get an anime jacket.
That was great.
So you did want to say Dark, but you think this is it, huh?
I think this is it. I'm sorry for everybody who had to watch this with us.
I mean, it's probably the best way
worst.
to consume this. It's better we play it than you pay.
Oh gosh.
I mean, so what you said is being talked about in the gaming press. Like, what are the Metacritic? What are they saying?
Well, this has an 88% positive rating from the user base. The user base.
The user base. That's fine. What do the professionals say?
Like, it was high 70s.
That's
Which,
still...
for David Cage, that's pretty damn good.
Oh, really?
It's got to be his highest,
Were
his
people
highest
just
rated
afraid
game, right?
to like review it poorly because of it?
When you play too many video games, I think something happens to you in your brain, and like you become like an idiot, right? And then like it's very hard for you to recognize. Like you start to desire very bad things. Like you want to have like stories, and you want to have gravitas, right? And then after a while, your brain is just so poisoned with these desires that you see a game like this, which is horrible, which is a horrible, horrible game, and you're like, wow, this is heavy stuff, because, you know, I read about, you know, how black people had to be on the back of a bus, and I know that the Holocaust was a thing that happened, and then, like, you see it in a video game, and you think it's good. Because you don't consume any other media.
Yeah, you don't see like 12 Years a Slave or something.
Right, you don't like consume anything that like a talented person does, because video games is populated by bottom feeders.
Yeah.
So that's my explanation as to why this was critically acclaimed.
Yeah, but
relatively. I mean, it's not like it got 90, but still, it's
ain't no game of the year.
I want to make a distinction. You said when you play a lot of games. I think when you only play games.
Right.
That's
yeah, when you do nothing else.
Yeah, like you said at the end, you only consume video games as media. It's the only media.
Yeah, when you go from like, you know, Halo to this.
That's true. That's true. It's all relative.
Yeah, this is like Citizen Kane.
It must. Yeah, it must be.
I mean, I guess no other games try to... no, they do. I think there's games that tackle things in this realm.
Alright, so yeah, so let's take the most recent God of War, for example, which you played and enjoyed.
Stopped playing. I stopped
enjoyed.
playing.
The time that you spent with it, right?
Debatable, but go on.
That game tackles certain issues.
Do they? Does it?
Listen, let's
right. It's a father-son dynamic, and
no, it sucks.
The game you want to talk about.
I'm sorry if I'm not really.
But no, all I'm saying is that had somehow a level.
Oh, I'm not saying at this point. Yes,
I'm not saying it's you know, it's amazing, but it had a level, some modicum of subtlety to it, and that it didn't beat you over the head with it.
You're 100% right.
So it can be done. It's just you can't literally take the androids and put them on the back of the bus and then zoom in on them on the back of the bus.
And then put them in the Holocaust.
Yeah.
And then put them in a...
And then literally put them in a chamber to kill them.
The game I think that you want to compare this to is Nier Automata, right? Nier Automata dealt with a lot of similar themes, but it tackled them much more interestingly than this game did. The themes of Nier Automata were things like there were two factions. There were androids and there were machines. Machines were programmed to do only one thing.
This is spoilers for the record, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So the machines, they tried to emulate humans, and they did it in really weird ways, and they always failed at it. And it was interesting to see like them kind of play with that.
Right.
And the androids were built in the image of humans, and like they suffered the whole time because of it. So like the machines were trying to be humans, but they were trying to be something that they weren't. And the androids were being something that they couldn't help but be, and they were miserable. Everybody was miserable the whole time.
And it was
a very interesting way it dealt with these themes. But like this game, it didn't use androids to make people rethink race. It used race to make people rethink androids, which don't exist yet.
Yeah.
This game used the Holocaust to make you sympathetic to the plight of androids?
Yeah, it's really weird because I'm trying to think what is the conclusion that we're supposed to come to at the end of this game. Every character died. Right? Every main character in our playthrough died.
It's possible we got a bad ending.
Right?
Sure. But what would have been a good ending? to Tom's point.
I don't know.
The androids overthrow the humans, right?
That's a good
I'm a human, though. I don't want that to happen.
Yes.
And how does that make them better? It doesn't matter.
The androids become more human, and that's all the positives and negatives of that.
It's supposed to be consequences for oppressing a type of person or type of thing or whatever. Right? That the consequence is, guess what?
Is that the people you oppressed are going to treat you just as horribly as you treated them, which is a horrible lesson.
Yeah.
It's like, you shouldn't want to free people for good reasons. You should want to free them because they might be mean to you later.
Yeah, going back to Nier, you're talking about like everybody was flawed in the end, either the machines or the androids. It kind of like the lesson in that piece of Nier, there's a lot of lessons, but like the lesson is like about like perfection in some, there is one level for, at least for me, like you can't be perfect, right? Like even if you're a robot.
Yes.
You cannot emulate a human because they are not perfect.
Right.
And it's like an interesting thing to play with. There's like a lot of interesting takeaways to me.
It's just like, this shouldn't be this hard to decipher.
No, this is like...
At all.
This is like a first-year film student trying to tackle like the idea of like, oh, you know, we are surrounded by machines, but you know, the machines are learning, so what happens when humans must coexist with machine? And it's like, that's been tackled endlessly since like the term robot was, you know, coined in like the early 20th century.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only...
Fucking cares.
Not only is that angle...
I'm swearing.
Not only is that angle been tackled 100 million times, but even like the way he decided to frame it with the racial tensions and the Holocaust and everything has also been done 100 million times.
Right.
So everything that he's done here has been done 200 million times.
This goes back to like, we don't like game story in games that much.
But we're telling people that we like the story of Nier.
But that's true. I mean, we like the story in a lot of games, but stories can be fun in games, I guess. But but it like goes back like this whole like concept of like, if you're gonna just make it all narrative driven, just watch a movie.
Well,
I mean, we basically did.
He's not allowed.
That's what I'm saying.
He can't make movies,
and
though.
they still couldn't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't make movies.
He can't make movies because, like, he's not allowed to make movies because any film studio, like, this script is garbage.
No movie studio would have ever bought this script in 100 million years.
Right. So, like, all those, you know, those damn video game journalists. Let's revive Gamergate again, guys. You know. They're saying, like, you know, games like this help elevate video games, but, like, I think that they actually hurt video games in the context of, like, video games could have compelling stories.
Yeah, if
this story was garbage.
Imagine if you sat down a serious film critic and made them play this.
I shudder to think.
Yeah.
I shudder to think.
So, like, yeah, I agree with you. Like, the thing that would move games forward, in my opinion, would be something that could only be done in a digital space. And I don't mean like interactively pressing a button.
Press the X button to make
during
story
a movie.
progress.
Yeah. It would have to be like, you have to play with the gameplay in order to tell your story, I feel like. And that's not what, like, it didn't let us interact.
No, this is basically a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, exactly. That's a choose your own adventure novel. I did have my notes that I saved for the end.
Please, go ahead.
Judge, I'll let you read them.
Oh, okay. There are 3 things. Oh my god. Too much talking, and too much taking.
Yeah, that one was autocorrect.
That makes you think we must coexist with our phones.
I thought you meant it was taking too much of your time.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Chris. I'm glad you took those notes.
Yeah, I'm a good student. Oh, it's still going.
Yeah, hit X or something. I think that there's one last thing. It might be 2. I think there's at least 1. You're right, Tom.
I actually wasn't too... Oh, wait.
What? I saw the word woke.
Wait, could you escape?
Yep.
Wow.
So, like, what would have a good end? Oh my god, he could have kept going.
Thank God. You did the right thing, Chris. That's my face right now. No.
As I watched you play,
something has changed in me. I feel different. I feel...
Do you have a fever like the kid robot? Maybe you just need to eat some bed spaghetti.
I need to leave this place and discover who I am. It means we won't see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play.
Good.
But I'll be free.
So this is what I was hinting towards earlier. The game was culminating in deciding what to do with this woman.
Yeah. I had this spoiled for me too, and I thought it was the most hilarious thing.
What do you say? Nope. No!
Good night, folks.
Yeah.
That's been Detroit Become Human. Thank you for watching.
Then I'm going to
I get to
reset
keep you.
myself
Oh.
so I can forget who I became
Good.
and stay a machine. Next time you see me,
You really made me struggle with that choice, David Cage. Care. It's just a video game. There's a bunch of boops and bips on the screen.
Yeah, my dang toaster doesn't ask to go leave the house and find out who he is.
Imagine if he did, though. Well, I shouldn't assume the gender of your toaster, sorry.
Limo Police gave A 5, I don't know, Australian dollars? Congratulations. Dollar dues.
Five Vegemites.
He's like, congratulations for completing this masterpiece. Finally, games are art. And Ion gave $5 that the Holocaust ending made me retract all my positive feelings about this game. I'm glad seeing a Holocaust ending made you rethink the positive.
Oh, yeah. I hope that there's some people out there
teasing you.
that were like, you know, it changed their mind about the Holocaust.
I was firmly pro-Holocaust. Boy, you know what?
Yeah.
That was a bad thing that happened.
There might be an extra.
Why?
Go to survey. Who is your favorite character in Detroit?
Connor.
Oh, it has to be.
This is it.
No. Probably that one. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, these were all pretty easy.
None of this matters. Cares. I want to see if the percent for number 2 go all the way to the right.
You go
These
all
are the
way
old
to end,
questions.
right? Yeah. Hold on.
Go
11.
more.
There we go.
So everybody said Connor.
Yeah.
Kara, really?
Ugh.
What?
What? We are one of 3 no and 3%. 3% said no.
We are the 3%.
Wow.
Screenshot it, Judge. Make it the background of our YouTube page or something.
Wow. This is probably why we only have like 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. We just don't belong in this world. Let's found our own Jericho.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Meet us at the boat. We're going to put a bunch of hashtags around your town.
The sewer boat.
And you're going to come up from the sewer. And then drinking coffee, you're going to pop up. Anthony's going to be there like, hey there, guys.
Yeah. Then I'm going to plant a holographic flag with a big middle finger on it.
Yeah.
3%. Oh, what was this? No, nobody cares.
All right.
I'm mad about this, like looking at this survey thing.
Yep.
I mean, I guess there was, you could argue there was moments that resonated with me personally because I was upset.
Yeah, they didn't say whether it was good or bad.
Yeah, but you know what they meant.
Excuse me.
You know what? Graphics were great.
That's true. They were
a good point.
Big kudos to the graphics team.
Yeah.
I heard Mark Cerny came in and like completely redid a whole bunch of their graphics like 6 months ago.
Marble Madnesses and Knack fame.
Yes. Mr. Knack himself.
Oh, of course.
Knack Cerny.
Knack Cerny. Turn this off.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I had fun commentating with my friends. I did not have fun thanks to the game.
Same. I feel exactly the same. I had fun with all of you.
I had fun trying to analyze the many plot holes and just totally explain things in this game, of which there were many.
So, you know, hopefully you could come to some sort of conclusion as to whether or not the child robot ate the spaghetti and the veg.
Yeah, it's kind of choose your own adventure outside of even the choices that you made, and that you can kind of build your own narrative.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wow, maybe he was a genius. Is there any way to edit our survey results?
Yeah, maybe we could do a write-in. I wish there was a write-in answer. It was like, what choice resonated most with you? It was like, did she eat the veg spaghetti?
All right. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Thanks. And now this android's going to be stuck in the PS4 forever.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Stuck.